All right, folks, we've heard the numbers and all the statistics and everything, but how bad is it getting to where Americans are leaving the country? Now, I looked it up, and there's over 130,000, I'm sorry, supposedly 130 million people, about that number, who have their passports. Now, I don't know how many of those are the kids and the parents and people who have never used them. I don't know. I have a grandmother that keeps her passport. She hasn't been on a plane in 20 years. Yet she keeps renewing her passport for some stupid reason. Pardon my language, I apologize. I don't mean to be wrong against my grandma, but it's the same idea. But this one here is pretty simple. This is coming from Investor Center, from Daily Finance. So this is pretty solid, folks. 1 in 3 Americans consider moving abroad. How about you? Lower taxes, affordable health care, great quality of life, and all things Americans hope to find somewhere else. Kind of gets to that point, folks. 2014, we broke down the record. U.S. Treasury Department said 2,999 U.S. citizens, long-term residents, moved abroad and gave up or abandoned efforts to obtain American citizenship in 2013. Later, your Treasury Secretary said statistics showed a 14% increase in the expatiations to 3,415. That could be just the beginning. So 1 in 3 see a better alternative. According to a new poll conducted by British money transfer firm TransferWise, about 35% of Americans it surveyed would consider leaving the U.S. and moving abroad. I would. I know everybody I know would. Only half of those surveys, however, cited a desire for low taxes and major motivations. 48% cited major motivation versus 51 cited for lower taxes. You get the idea. Better quality of life was at 36%, lower taxes 33%. So this is getting to a point, folks. If we can't make our lives here, if our families can't make our lives here without some kind of political hazing, there's nothing I can do. He says, right now, if somebody were to drop me $1 million to go move overseas, if my business were to take off and I'd be gone, it'd be over. There's no reason to be here. We're closing down the economy. The police are taking orders from every institution on the planet, and they're basically just fucking people over just so they can move the stats and move people through. And that's the way the world is right now. I'm sure it's happening everywhere. But the guys coming into the country have more rights than the guys leaving, or the guys staying there. Remember that. So when you kind of go abroad, even if it's Germany or Australia, you're going to be the immigrant, folks. You're going to be the immigrant that you're bitching about right now. So it's up to you, folks. I have my reasons, and if any number of things turns out better, I'm going to get secondary citizenship, but until my parents kick off, I can't be gone for too long. They're getting too old, etc., etc., etc.